Joining me now, national spokesperson for the Donald Trump campaign, Katrina Pierson. Katrina, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
You know, it seems to me that when Donald Trump first saw that Tulsa situation, he was measured, but he was also very straightforward about it. He said, I don't know what she was thinking. The video didn't look right to me. What's your take on his reaction to what we've seen these last couple of weeks?
Well, I think Mr. Trump was simply being honest. When you do have a video to reference, it's easier to do that, even though we do have to wait for the circumstances to pan out. And in this case, the action was quick. In the other case, you have Hillary Clinton's response, and her first response was racism, which is truly unfortunate because that really continues to fuel that fire. Whereas Mr. Trump is doing everything that he knows how to do to reach out and bring the nation together and implement national policies that could implement those communities like education, like illegal immigration, and bringing jobs back to this country.
So you're saying Donald Trump's policies are more about lifting the country in terms of economic prospects, and that's going to go a long way toward answering the issues around race upset and race discontent.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at the policies that Hillary Clinton has supported pretty much her entire political career, like a failed monopoly on education, like illegal immigration that really floods the low-wage job markets and depresses wages in these communities. You look at Mr. Trump's policies, which is completely the opposite of that. This is absolutely what we need for the country that implements all communities, and that is education. Maria, I cannot express enough how a quality education could be the negator to poverty for so many people in this country. It could deliver an entire generation of black children from poverty if we can get them a quality education and get them the jobs that they need to be successful in life.
Yeah, we've got a great panel this morning. James Freeman from the Journal is going to get in a second, but I want to turn the conversation to the debate. We're all talking about the debate this morning, Katrina, on Monday. Both campaigns preparing for the Monday debate. On the campaign trail yesterday, Donald Trump and Tim Kaine both spoke about the big night. I want to get your reaction to this. Listen, Katrina.
Where is Hillary today? They say she's been practicing for the debate. Some people think she's sleeping.
Donald Trump was a good performer, and he was a good performer in debates. So I'm sure he's going to deliver a good performance. But I think what you will see from Hillary and what we've often seen from her during a debate or during the hearing, like at the House, they all just want to pounce on her about Benghazi, and so it's going to be hostile hours and hours and hours. I think she tends to really rise to the occasion, and it will be a real contrast in vision.
So Donald Trump seems to be projecting confidence at rallies. The GOP's Sean Spicer wrote a memo lowering expectation for Trump's first debate with Clinton. What should we expect?
Well, I'm not so sure it was lowering expectations. I think that he was just stating the obvious. Donald Trump has never run for office before. He's never been in a one-on-one debate on a national stage before. And so this is going to be a very different vehicle for him. However, Hillary Clinton is someone who is said to be the smartest, most capable person on the planet and has been doing this for quite a long time. And that's one of the reasons why they're terrified for this debate, because Donald Trump is so unpredictable. And Hillary Clinton has always been in a very controlled environment when encountering this process. And Donald Trump is going to go out there. He's going to put out his policies and contrast with Hillary Clinton, which is something we haven't seen in the mainstream media.
Katrina, hi, James Freeman here at the Journal. I'm wondering what a win looks like for Donald Trump on Monday night, because I have a sense that he doesn't necessarily need to score all the debating points as long as he persuades people that he's a calm, good-hearted person they would be comfortable with as president. How do you see, what does victory look like to you?
Well, I think you're absolutely right. The goal truly is to speak to the American people without the media filter. For Mr. Trump to tell people who he is and what his vision is for the country. When we talked about education earlier, immigration and how that affects the country, and more importantly, the policies that Hillary Clinton has supported her entire life and her failures as Secretary of State. She may be qualified on paper, but her accomplishments show that she does not have the capability to be commander-in-chief, and Mr. Trump needs to point that out to all of those Americans who are just now tuning in.
So one of my questions, this is Lee Carter, I'm really curious to see how he's going to behave differently than he did in the primary debates. There's a lot of people that are wondering, is he going to come out swinging hard, or is he going to come back really focused on policy as he has been for the last 3 weeks? What should we expect to see from Donald Trump on Monday night?
Well, I think you should expect to see Donald Trump be Donald Trump. He's definitely going to be calm, cool, and collected. He's not up against 16 people who've been all attacking him with millions of dollars of ads. And so really, this is just going to be about contrast. And moving forward, it's going to be about contrast. You know, there are very stark differences this election, and we haven't seen this in a very long time. There are two choices, very different choices. And Mr. Trump's goal is to point those choices out and give Americans an opportunity to get away from the status quo, to the corruption in Washington, D.C., and go with a businessman who is committed and dedicated to the safety and security of the nation.
Yeah, by the way, Sean Spicer wrote, Trump hasn't been running for president for 24 years. He spent his career as a successful businessman. Spicer said in a memo circulated to reporters, which noted a number of political and media figures describing Clinton as a strong debater.